Welcome back to Australia. Now, 1 second, give me just 1 second to check my audio. Okay, works. Perfect. So let's continue. Exactly nothing happened since we left off because, yeah, it's just right after. Now, for political power usage, definitely partial mobilization to increase our construction speed. We're gonna need that. And that was actually Albania, so rip. Friend Bulgaria. They go Italy first. They might go Italy first, actually. I'm not really sure. That would be quite interesting. So they've taken Albania, and they've gotten the claims on Yugoslavia, so they'll probably go after Yugoslavia fairly soon. And eventually go to war with Greece as well. That's nothing that concerns us for now, at least. Definitely don't like Italy, though. They're evil. Now, we've actually got a fair amount of ships right now. No, not 4. I can send some to patrol. I'll set them to not engage. Whoa. Political correctness. That gives us some extra political power. Indoctrination focus. Then for modifying the government, I'll go after a... I could go for extensive conscription. Yeah, that may be a good idea, actually. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, there's been a bit of a pause. Yeah, bit of a cut. I've had a few things to work out, but I'm back. So where were we off? I've got some planes in reserve. Looks like we can actually make a new air wing. Useful. I'm gonna set the limit to 50. There we go. Ooh, lots of things. Anschluss and Baltic cooperation. Okay. Let's go see what's happening in Europe. Now, Anschluss happened, and Baltic cooperation is, I'm guessing, something about Poland forming their own faction. Yep. So they've gone for that. AI Polish on non-historical mode does seem to love doing that, which, well, makes the game a little bit spicier sometimes with how things work out in Eastern Europe, but yeah. So I'm not really sure about radio or computing machine. Right now I'm gonna go for computing machine, but radio is gonna be definitely next on the block. In fact, I may even use, I'm not sure. Let's see what else I can research from. Oh yeah, from this line I'm definitely gonna want to go for 1939 weapons. LMG/rifle, as it's called here. Now, going for the medium tank would not be too bad either, but I definitely need to go for the improved infantry equipment. And in terms of the improved light tanks, I will go ahead and change the production. Eventually, I'll actually be able to use them as well, so that's going to be awesome. In terms of everything, we seem to be fairly ahead for the production. Now, for modifying the government, I may want to actually get a naval theorist, but at the same time I would also like an infantry equipment designer, as I'm going to need to research as quickly as possible weapons 1939 to get that extra bit of research speed and firepower. Now, definitely need to use these destroyers, because I kind of forgot about them. 2 more. Naval management sometimes is kind of annoying. You're going here. You're not doing that. You're doing that. Aim to have most of these, go to the naval map mode, most of these naval zones under my sort of control. Which, with the amount of ships that we'll have, will be possible. One really powerful part about the Australian focus is that funding the Royal Australian Navy gives you 5 dockyards, which is very powerful. In fact, I might actually do that right now, since I was going to go for some... I could actually just finish off the political tree. Well, not finish off, but finish working on it. Yeah, let's do that. And then after that, I'll finish off my factory tree. Now, in terms of more political power, maybe armor designer, or maybe ship designer. I'm not sure. Not going to be doing much ship and armor designing anytime soon, but I'll actually go for naval theorist just to get some free naval experience. And then for the next one, I'll go for ship designer and aircraft. So since we've got a lot of... Ooh, nice. So we've got enough civilian factories, so we'll actually bump up the military factories, so we're producing both types at the same time, which is going to be useful. And then we definitely want to... So Italy joins the Axis. We definitely want to, as quickly as possible, go for Marines so we can recruit those, and I'll actually put my army on exercise, because what that's going to do also, I've got one more infantry division that's arrived. I'm going to put my army on exercise, and I'm going to try to scrounge up enough army experience to get... Ooh! World War II. Well, maybe. I'm not sure. So it looks like Czechoslovakia may have just refused the demand? Nah, that was not demand. It was demand Sudetenland that they refused. Oh, that's interesting. They don't appear to be... Oh no, they're in the Allies. Okay, so that's war. Interesting. Cool. So now I'm actually kind of free to go after the Netherlands. After the... what's the word? After my focuses are done, because if we go to the focuses, you can see that there's a very useful couple of focuses called Demand Singapore, which is going to give you Singapore, and it's bugged, it's 0 days for completion, so you can do it pretty much whenever. And then Claim Indonesia, which gains us Conquer Focus against the Netherlands. So of course, I'm going to take those next because, well, right now the Allies are kind of busy, so they're not going to be as friendly towards the Netherlands, so if we can go in and quickly take them over. Actually, soon enough the Germans will go for around Maginot, and that will bring the Allies into the war, but meh. If we can arm up quickly enough, we can actually do something about it. Now, how are we in terms of... how are we in terms of... Definitely need more artillery production. So far, there's nothing about the diplomacy. See, the main problem that I have with this is because once we actually declare war on the Netherlands, and the Germans go for around Maginot, they will call in the Netherlands, or rather, the Netherlands will be part of World War II, and they will be part of the Allies, which means that they will be able to call in Britain against us, and that would not be very good, now would be. Yeah, so we'll have to think that through a little bit. So, since war is actually about to start, I'll go for Infantry Genius guy. And yeah, as you can see, the man Singapore is pretty much instant, and so now we have Singapore. Which is, well, useful. And a little bit overpowered as well, but we need all the help we can get. Now, claiming Indonesia will take 70 days like normal. And in terms of Singapore, since now we do have the territory, I'll send an infantry division to... to garrison it. So I'll get a new commander, and I'll send them. What? What the actual shit? well, that just escalated. I'm not really sure what the fuck happened with Luxembourg. They just kind of died in one turn. Like, they died quicker than they could join the Allies, which is hilarious, but yeah. And then Yugoslavia and Greece got called in, which I'm not sure that's too good for Italy right there. Yeah. I mean, not sure that was the smartest move to call in both of your closest enemies to war at once. Artillery. Improved infantry equipment, excellent. And it's still slightly out of time. I could go for the support weapons, or I could go for artillery upgrade. Artillery upgrade sounds better, but the improved weapons are very important. Yeah, this is what will happen if we declare war on the Netherlands while the Germans are at war with them. They will get instantly called in, and our decryption is too shitty to see what the British are doing. We could actually try to do a non-aggression pact. Unfortunately, we cannot rep. We can offer them military access, but that would not be too useful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now we definitely don't want to be involved with the Allies. Yeah, because the world tension is so huge, because Germany was so aggressive, the United States were able to actually join the Allies. So, yeah. Definitely gonna want to, if we ever attack the Netherlands, just attack them as quickly as possible. Integrated or dispersed? I do like dispersed because we've got a lot of line artillery, so that's gonna be good. What? How? How is that possible? I've never seen that happen. I have never seen that happen. A white piece? What the actual shit? I'm not sure what happened to the AI, but that just happened. So, okay. Fine. I'm not sure ideological fanaticism right away would be useful. Maybe armaments expansion, though. First the fleet, and then armaments expansion. Now what color shall you guys be? How about that? And bonus, you're gonna be... yeah, you're gonna be that. You're gonna be an anchor. Fine. Now, it's only 2 regiments, so our full divisions should be able to easily overpower them, even in an amphibious assault. The main problem is, if the Allies get involved. We don't have transport ships, do we? I don't think we do. Oops. Well, yeah, that's gonna give us a little bit more time to prepare, I guess. That works. And then you are gonna go here. So when are our extra divisions gonna be ready? Just a little bit. Probably because they lack artillery down, do they? Yeah, they do lack artillery. I'm actually going to prioritize new division building. like that. You can actually move here before you train. Yeah, they went around Maginot, how did they? In this case, if they declare war on the Netherlands as well, then I'm just gonna ignore this and leave this be. We've got a couple of years to make good on it, but at this point it's, yeah, they're gonna be in the Allies. And even if they aren't, their independence is guaranteed by France, which, well, effectively means that if we declare war on them, then the Allies are going to be called in anyway. So that's fine. Wow, China's actually just storming through. They're doing much better than I did. Wow, holy shit. That is insane. Could have got for Portugal. They've got one little territory out here. But, yeah. That's not going to be too useful. Now that's going to give us a shitload of dockyards. And we're going to use them, well. There we go. One convoy is fine. 2 destroyers, 2 on destroyers, then 2 on heavy cruisers. And that's going to leave us with 2 more submarines. Submarines, I'm going to deploy them in Victoria. Where's that? My Australian geography is lacking. Okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna rebase my main fleet actually. Gonna rebase them to Singapore. Because now we do have that base, which is superior to our own, so it's gonna be fine. And then you guys are going to patrol the Far Eastern Indian Ocean. And then I'm gonna need 2 more destroyers, and that's gonna be enough to patrol everything around Australia. And that was absolutely foreseeable. The other ships, actually, I've forgotten to deploy them. There we go. Most useless war goal ever, pretty much. Mostly because of the fact that, well, yeah, I don't want to fight the United States. Whoa! Alf Landon won the elections. Or not. Oh, good old Teddy. Teddy? That was the other Roosevelt. Good old FDR. Rip. Oh, in case you're wondering what this is called the No Man's Land mod, which effectively adds a whole bunch of territory that is impassable, because it makes sense for it to be impassable. So Italy is finally waking up and doing well against Greece. Not really doing so hot in Somalia and Eritrea and Ethiopia though. That's to be expected. Libya seems to be a stalemate. Whoa! Soviet Union declared war on Poland. Interesting. Wow, I've actually never seen Soviet Union declare war on Poland before Germany. This is a first in my Hearts of Iron experience. Looks like it's actually Poland attacking throughout the front. Now, could go for air superiority. That guy's a genius. Holy shit! Air superiority genius. That gives us plus 5% attack. Capital ships, attack and armor. I wonder if that affects carriers, but I don't think it does. So I'll go for the genius air superior ship design. Can we send volunteers to you? No, we still don't have the 30 divisions. We're gonna never have 30 divisions. That's ridiculous. More planes, but this time I can actually deploy them in Singapore. How interesting. I didn't. I'm stupid. Okay. And then I'm gonna deploy more of you. Like that. I'm actually gonna assign missions because I've been not doing that. That's not ideal. You guys. There's Mercy. How is that going? Pretty good. Now, should I go for support weapons? Probably, but I should actually go for Marines first. Ooh, actually no, because I'm gonna have a focus that improves our research speed for that, so I'll just wait. Pre-military factories, okay. Perhaps more motorized. And more infantry equipment. And then... is there more? Not really. Well, maybe close air support. Not really the biggest fan of close air support, but... one transport plane transport. In case we ever get paratroopers. Having a few transports are going to be good for that. We can actually, for the next focus, go for establish Radio Physics Advisory Board. And we're going to do that. And then after that, we're going to go for the army things. Because if we go to unconventional warfare, we get a research bonus for Marines. Which, considering we're not going to be going to war anytime soon, is going to be fine enough. More divisions have been deployed, excellent. Now you can actually train infinitely. Just having a nice stream of one infantry division at a time. You guys can go down here and you'll go to Tasmania. You guys will protect Melbourne. And then you guys will defend Brisbane. If anyone knows how you pronounce that, please tell me. Because that's a really weird name. Ooh. Actually, we might have to defend this airbase as well, because if they come... I don't think the AI does this. But if they... By the way, that was Bulgaria, in case you don't know. If they do come in, they can use the airbase to air supply with transports in the area, but I don't think they'll do that. So, if we go to factions map mode, we can see pretty much what's happening right now in Europe. We have the Axis over here, Germany taking over Czechoslovakia, Italy, Bulgaria against, well, the allies over here, the Benelux countries and France and England, Great Britain, and also Greece. And then Międzymorze, Poland and Lithuania against the Soviet Union, and the Soviet Union is doing okay. They could be doing better, but they could also be doing way worse. Radio is gonna be pretty good. Decryption, we need that. It does look like the Italians have been pushing in the south, but the Germans haven't really been doing much in the north for some reason. I wonder why. How's the production looking? Construction. Pretty good. Okay, I like that. You down here should be shipped off. So now, since I've got enough infantry to actually defend all my ports, I can actually ship off my cavalry. They will actually be a lot more useful out here in New Guinea if we ever have to fight there, because New Guinea is kind of a shit territory. We don't really need good troops out here. Then eventually they're going to be transferred over to Java or Sumatra, the bigger islands that are kind of a little bit more in need of actually being protected. These places can actually house factories, so I'm gonna go do that. Radiophysics Advisory Board, and then these armaments factories can hold for the army stuff. Which is also going to give us research bonuses to land options. Now you guys, I'm going to upgrade my support battalions. Field hospitals are very important, but we do already have them in our divisions for whatever reason. Of course, we're going to actually research this to make sure that we can use that a little bit more later. Now, I can actually duplicate. Wait. Yeah, no. I'm gonna duplicate these guys and make them my motorized. I'm gonna edit them. The support companies are fine. Artillery, I don't want them. So for now, I'm just gonna remove these. It's gonna be most of my whatchamacallit, most of my experience. But then once we do have a little bit more on that front, we're going to be able to make more things happen with that. You're also out here. You're going here. Ooh, more free military factories. Exactly what I need. Now, ooh, can actually, right, I forgot to change my production. Not exactly my brightest moment. Could definitely produce more fighters. Could also research more fighters. Sometimes the research slots are very hard to come by though. Cruiser light tanks. Perhaps more light tanks, or perhaps... what are we lacking? We're still kind of lacking artillery, but that's not going to be there forever. Yeah, perhaps more fighters, because those are always going to be useful, or perhaps more naval bombers. Both. And also more tanks. That's gonna be fine. And then later, once we switch to medium tanks for our motorized division, we can actually repurpose the light tanks for our... what was this? This is support equipment. Okay. Then, more of that. We can actually repurpose our light tanks for our infantry divisions. Just add them in. More destroyers have been added. Awesome. So Warsaw has fallen. That was completely expected. And down here, it actually may be... one second, I'm actually gonna do the cheats. Yeah, it does look like the Germans have been mostly going in from Italy. And it's actually not Italian troops, it's all German troops. So I'll reactivate the fog of war. More doctrines. Yeah, having that is going to be good for Germany, that sort of punching bag of southern France, but they definitely need to be pushing from the north a little bit more. Otherwise, they're going to be pretty much stalemated out here, because the terrain out here is very bad. There's this really big river, and also these mountains out here that are kind of an annoyance for any invader. Well, yeah, Italy pretty much lost all of North Africa as well. And then out here we also do have some tank research. Whoa, Netherlands is capitulated. Okay. So once the Germans do decide to go in, then yeah, that's gonna be good. So time's up for this one. I'll just join you right after this one with some more Australia. So I hope that you've been enjoying it so far, and I'll continue to enjoy it in the next parts. See you!